do. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Well, you'll probably watch this as a video later if you watch it. Anyway, today we're going to get right into it a lot faster. We're just going to jump right into Chapter 2 of Emio the Smiling Man. Chapter 2, Disappearance. Let's go. Yes. Review the plot thus far? Sure, let's see what it has to say. Has been a couple days. The body is identified as Eisuke Sasaki, age 15. Eisuke is a student at the local middle school, Miami Dyson Junior High School. The victim's head was covered with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it. The bizarre appearance bears similarities to unsolved serial murders from 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Man. According to Ayumi's research, everything about Eisuke Sasaki's family life was quiet and normal. Around 8 p.m., Eisuke was seen standing near the front door of his home holding the telephone receiver. He went off on his own shortly thereafter. Utsugi says police never disclosed that the victims of 18 years ago were found with smiley face decorated paper bags placed over their heads. The next day, you decide to go back to the police station to speak with Inspector Kamada. Yeah, I remember he was busy. He was super busy last time. And could not speak with us. Turn my mic down just a tad. Police station. Thanks for taking the time to meet me, Inspector Kamada. Oh, McFly. Sorry, I wasn't available yesterday when you stopped by. It's alright. You're incredibly busy, but if you have a few minutes now. Yes, of course. You can ask me anything. But let's head to the back room first. Sounds good. Alright, hopefully we can get some more real details. So what's the latest on the investigation? Any more info on the victim? Well, I'm afraid we don't have much new info, but the forensics is still taking a look at that paper bag. I remember it was old and dirty was what we got from Kamihara? Paper bag. I heard the paper bag itself seemed like it might have been old. Is that true? Exactly what I said. I really can't say until we get the results, but we'll know soon enough. That was helpful. This is just a difficult case. Okay. I didn't mean to hit that again. Whoops. While we're waiting on the results from the forensics about how old the paper bag is, can I look at him? Is there anything else I can look at in this room? No. Let's look at him. Is it my imagination? Or is he oddly familiar? Okay. Think. So they still don't know how old that paper bag is. Let's find out why they didn't tell anyone about it 18 years ago. I understand that you kept the paper bag a secret in the previous case. Is that right? That's right. I was in charge of the investigation, and it was my call. I see. And we had good reason. It was a big scandal anyway, but if all the bizarre details had leaked... Well, just seemed best not to rile folks up about details. Could have slowed down our investigation. It's also important never to divulge all the information about certain crimes, because you never know when the suspect might accidentally divulge something that they shouldn't know. That's like one of the most common tricks I see in detective media. Anyway, trying not to rile folks up. Paper bag again? I showed you the photo of the victim with the paper bag, right? If that got out to the public, there's a chance someone would try to copy it. Right? That makes sense. My understanding is that we never caught the killer who committed those crimes 18 years ago. Is that right? I like how I'm saying we, like I'm with... Yeah, still haunts me to this day. Hell, since the cat's out of the bag, let me share a few other shameful secrets with you. Please, go on. Well, in addition to the 3 tragic unsolved murders, mind you, we worked that case hard. I didn't want to see any more lives lost on my watch. But something else slipped through our fingers. Oh? Yeah, we had a missing person. A young boy. Oh, okay, hold on. This changes things. Ah. Missing boy. His name was Makoto Kuze. What? Like the detective Kuze? That's unfortunate. 18 years ago, her older brother. Kuze, you said? Makoto Kuze. So, are you saying? Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. He's Detective Kuze's older brother, 6 years older. He was 14 years old when he just disappeared. I personally suspect that he was murdered by the same person. It was a tremendous blow to my team. Something popped up in the right corner. I didn't fucking see it, though. Fortunately, we never did find another victim in a paper bag like that, until now. Unfortunately, we never found poor Makoto either. To this day, he's considered a missing person, but I think it's possible, even likely, there's a connection. Wild thought. Unlikely. Is Makoto Smiling Man? Probably not. It certainly is strange. For some reason, after the disappearance of Makoto Kuze, the serial murders of young girls stopped. Interesting music cue there. Ah. Why would I say ah like that? Alright. We're not sure why, but fortunately we haven't seen that sort of crime since then. Let's keep asking okay. For the record, there have been no new murder victims like this since Makoto Kuze went missing. Oh, there's another thing I should mention. We had a suspect at the time, but he disappeared shortly after the first murder. Right after the first murder? Yeah, so there were 2 disappearances back then surrounding our case. It feels like everything is connected, but we still have a few missing pieces, you know? Do you have any more info about the man who went missing? I suppose so. Turns out that he knew the first victim from the serial girl murder case. They had apparently been meeting up frequently. Anyhow, the same day the body of the first victim was found, we found a disturbing amount of blood in the man's apartment. Oh? We thought that perhaps the man was injured in some kind of altercation relating to the murder. Oh my god. It's also possible that he himself is the killer. But he's still missing, along with the truth. I'm afraid we weren't able to establish a connection between him and the series of murders. So there were 2 missing people involved in the case 18 years ago. One was a man who apparently knew the victim. They found blood in his apartment after he disappeared. And the other was Detective Kuze's brother. Makoto Kuze has been missing this whole time. I wonder if Inspector Kamada ever met Detective Kuze as a child. I mean, probably. Seems likely. I've known Detective Kuze since he was a kid, but I don't think she remembers me much from those years. She sure has grown up, though. Let's see, she would have been 8. Alright. She sure has grown up, though. She's tough and sharp as a tack. Great detective. It's just what? I think Kuze is working a bit too hard. It feels like she's tense all the time, always pushing. It's gotta be tough. A brother gone missing from a young age? Might be weighing on her. Ah, but what do I know? I'm no shrink. More about Kuze? Kuze's already on the Sasaki case, as you know. She's the best we've got, reliable, and always gives her all. Eisuke's case. Is it possible that Eisuke was killed by the same person who killed the others 18 years ago? Well, we can't rule it out, but we should also consider the possibility of a copycat. However, since certain details about the crime were never made public, a copycat is pretty unlikely. Yeah, but the urban legend was going around. There's no reason... Okay, so I'm gonna assume that a copycat is still possible. Then there's the matter of the victims. Why target girls, then a boy now? And there's one more critical difference. Do you know what it is? I mean, hold up. Let's take one step back. There were 2 missing men from the previous case 18 years ago. Just because they were missing doesn't mean they weren't victims of Smiling Man. Which means his MO wouldn't necessarily be only females. Anyway, back to this. And there's one more critical difference. Do you know what it is? The paper bag was made of different material. The victims were killed in a different manner. That is true. They were killed with a weapon. The victims were killed in a different manner. That's right. You seem to have a pretty good handle on this case already. As you said, the serial murders were committed barehanded, while SK was strangled with a cord. Of course, a killer could deviate from his modus operandi in the heat of the moment. We can't rule that out. And if we are chasing the same perp, he's now 18 years older than he was. Maybe his methods changed over time. I see. So the paper bag might be the only common factor. It all seems like it's coming back to that Smiling Man urban legend. Come to think of it, has Inspector Kamada heard of the Smiling Man? By the way, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man? The Smiling Man? No, what the hell is that? Oh. Well, it relates to the paper bags you found on these victims. Paper bags with smiley faces on them. So my assumption is that there's some kind of police... So, someone in the police force has much more of a connection to this case, or... and they leaked it, or they're just dumb and they leaked it. But obviously information must have been leaked about the previous case. A man with such a bag on his head would appear in front of a crying girl and threaten to give her a smile forever. The victims are said to be found in the same type of paper bag with a crude smiley face drawn on. Are you serious? That's a real urban legend? Yeah, that's gonna... Okay, notebook update, that's what that said. That's really gonna throw a wrench, into everything, considering that somehow that information must have gotten out from the previous case. Think again. I guess he didn't know anything about the Smiling Man either. Okay, back about the Smiling Man. Smiling Man thing. It sure does seem like those murders could have been in the inspiration behind it. But you said that the information about the paper bags was never made public, right? That's right. It would have been irresponsible. But you know, there are a lot of people at a crime scene. The paper bag thing could have leaked. Could have been leaked. Could have leaked. I wouldn't rule out a connection. It could even be the reverse, that the killer was copying this legend. This whole thing is such a mess. I'm gonna go with the first option. It's gotta be that the information leaked. Well, it's getting late. I should get back to the investigation. Of course, there's the other wild option that the first killer knew the second killer, if it is a second killer, and that's how the information leaked, meaning that the cops didn't leak any of the info, and instead it was more like a mentor-student type situation. I should probably excuse myself as well. Let's head to the scene of the crime so I can take a look at the spot where the body was found. But first, was there anything I forgot to ask? Was there anything I forgot to ask? I still can't figure it after all these years later. There's just something about this case though. She's heavily invested in it. I have to wonder if there's a connection to the cold case from 18 years ago. Well, I think I'll be on my way now, unless there's anything else you can share with me. Let's see. Now that you mention it, you did speak with Kamihara extensively yesterday, didn't you? Yes, that's right. I know Detective Kuze is taking this case personally. And that might be putting a lot of pressure on him as her partner. What do you think about Kamihara? Odd duck, isn't he? Yeah. He's odd, alright. To say the least. I mean, he's not that odd. I know people like him. But you know, he gets results. Kamihara is a pretty good detective after all. He's smart and he's got good instincts. Terrible shot though. It's mostly his charisma probably that gets him the info. Is that it about him? Well, you must have seen how he gets on with Detective Kuze, as in, not well. Haha, yeah. She ripped into him again yesterday while I was here. But at the end of the day, they may seem like opposites, but they're quite the duo. Yeah, believe it or not, Kamihara looks up to Kuze like a mentor. Meanwhile, Kuze is wound tighter than a coil. She needs that loose energy that Kamihara brings. True. Since the two of them started working together, Detective Kuze is really mellowed out. Credit where it's due. I think that's Kamihara's influence. I would have to agree. I think they're probably going to have a relationship because she calls him Kami, like a nickname. Let's head to the scene of the crime. I don't think there's anything else to talk to him about. Thank you so much for your time, Inspector Kamada. I think I should be on my way now. I guess I could have think again. Sure thing. If you need anything else, just stop by. I will, thank you. By the way, how old are you now, McFly? I'm 19. I'm 19, sir. So you wouldn't have heard about those previous murders at the time they were committed? No, sir. Just trying to learn everything I can now. That's good. You need to immerse yourself to try to understand. I'm glad to hear you're approaching this investigation with the right attitude. And I'm hopeful that you'll bring an outsider's perspective to it. Might be the key to our solve. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Good. I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Hi. Where are you headed next, by the way? Well, I was wondering if I could take another look at the crime scene. Do you mind? I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Oh, fuck off. What do you mean? Ha, just pulling your leg, rookie. You're a part of Utsuki Detective Agency, so you get full access. Oh, thank you. Some locations may be taped off, but you can ignore that. Go ahead and investigate. What do you mean I can ignore that? Come on. Just, yes? Don't tell Kuze. Gets all quiet. She's probably going to find out, and she's going to be pissed. Scene of the crime. I finally get to actually inspect the crime scene. Here's the pump station where SK Sasuke's body was found. I've got the green light from Inspector Kamada. Time to check it out. The body was found around here. An early morning passerby saw him lying strangely on the ground and called the police. I'm sure that was a terrible shock. Why would anyone have passed by here? That's an interesting question. It didn't really show us the surrounding area. I mean, this could be right off the side of a road, but it's trying to make it sound like you have to walk into the woods to get here. Is this a look examine situation? Fence. I think Essay's body was found in front of this fence. What a lonely place. I can't help but imagine him with that terrible paper bag on his head. Warning sign. There are warning signs here. One from the police and one from the water department. Is this the same warning sign? How long has this facility been here? Okay, I guess. Alright. That's not a sign. Bush. The bushes seem normal. No signs of trampling or anything knocked over. So, unlikely that there was a struggle. I remember before it talked that there didn't seem like there was a sign of a struggle, which would indicate that it was either someone he knew or he was ambushed. Pump station. What's going on in here? I'm strangely intrigued. Okay, let's have a look around back. Is someone going to stop me? Nope. Huh. I didn't see anything out of place from the back of the pumping station, but there's a path leading up to the back side of the facility. So this isn't a dead end after all. I wonder if the person who found the body came through here as some kind of shortcut. I don't see anything else of interest. Still, it's pretty spooky. I almost feel like the smiling man is watching me from the shadows. Uh-huh. Who could have come here and done such a terrible thing to SK Sasuke? There's no one to talk to. Yeah, I figured. Let me think about it. I don't think there are any more clues here. Let's take the bus back to the office. Really? I came here and saw that it was a totally normal situation with nothing else going on. That's all the info I get. Is something going to happen while I'm leaving? No. Oh, wait, something is going to happen. Let's see, the next bus is arriving in an hour. Oh, no. It might be faster to walk back. Hey, oh boy, detective. Looks like you're working hard on our case. Thanks. I see Kuze there. Oh, Detective Kamihara. I should actually be thanking you. Oh? Oh, please. Anyway, what's up? Notice anything new? If you found something different, Maybe thanks to your private investigator mindset. Please let me know. I'm afraid I didn't find much. Ah, well, let me know if you do find something, or if I can help in any way. Isn't he supposed to be one of the primary investigators? Yes, he is. I'm on my way back to the station, but... Yeah. How's the investigation going on your side? I'm kind of stalled out, but don't worry about me, boy detective. Anyway, if I find anything, I'll share the info with... Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. He's realizing Kuze's not gonna let him do that. Huh? Have you noticed anything new here? Why is he staring at me so intensely? Well, boy detective. Yes? You got a haircut, didn't you? What? I didn't, but... Dang it. Usually that's what people are looking for when they ask if you've noticed something new. Oh my god. Oh boy. Something seems off about him. Yeah, because he's worried, he's nervous because fucking Kuze is gonna chew him out for doing anything. Kuze in the car. Detective Kuze! And let's look at him now. I wonder if he's always been this way. Are you waiting for a bus? You know they don't come by very often. Yeah, I took a look at the schedule. Oof. I was actually just thinking how it would be faster to walk back to the office. Nah, you don't want to do that. You get all sweaty. Not a good look. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'd give you a ride if I could. But, yeah. Hold up. Let me just check one thing. Alright. Is there anything else? Let me think. Is he being even stranger than he was yesterday? Ask him about himself again. Nope. Haven't you heard of confidentiality? I can't actually share more info with you. Well, now he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. What am I supposed to do now? What? What is it? What do I talk to him about? Think again? Is he being even stranger than yesterday? Let's not call anyone now. Senator Kamihara's car is parked here. Okay, that's... I'm gonna look at the car. Ah! I see. Kami, we've gotta go. Sorry, I'm getting called away. The bus doesn't come by often, does it? I thought this whole thing was gonna lead up to him giving me a ride, but I mean, I guess not. What do I do? Think. He approached me, but it seems like something is going on with him. I guess I shouldn't hold him up any longer. I think I'll just wait for the bus, but thanks for your concern. Gotcha. Well, take care then. See ya. You know what? I should look around this area. Bus shelter. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. Schedule. There's only one bus per hour, and they stop running pretty early. Nothing else to look at, huh? Alright, I guess I was wrong. Well, there's no one to talk to. Senator Kamihara, please come back. Just kidding. I guess there's no choice but to wait for the bus. How should I pass the time? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Huh? Huh, the battery seems pretty low. Now that I think of it, I don't remember charging the phone last night. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. I should have listened to Ayumi about this. Oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? Think again. Are you kidding me? Is there something else to look at? The bus shelter. The schedule. The road. The sidewalk. This path here. Nope. This divot here. Nope. The bus shelter again. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. There's no one to talk to. Kuze. Can't you just come pick me up? As if I'd ever say that to her for real. Who should I call? Oh, I can call a cab. I'll just dial 104 to get the operator to connect me. I'm so smart for thinking of this. Cell phones are amazing. Thank you, Mr. Utsugi. But the battery, now's the time to use it. But the battery, now's the time. Is this going to be like a choice? Is it going to matter? I'm going to say the battery. I'm curious. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. Okay, I guess it's time to use it. Wait, really? Oh my gosh, I didn't think Detective Kamihara is gone. It was good to hear all that backstory about him from Inspector Kamada. I know he can seem careless, but he's actually a fine detective. He's smart and he's got good instincts. Terrible shot, though. You must have seen how he gets on with Detective Kuze, as in, not well. But at the end of the day, they seem like opposites, but they're quite the duo. Kuze is wound tighter than a coil. She needs that loose energy that Kamihara brings. Since the two of them started working together, Detective Kuze has really mellowed out. If he's sharing that about Kuze, maybe she's just as hard on him as she is on Detective Kamihara. Still thinking, but hardly any time has passed. Now, can I try the phone again? Maybe I'll wait until... Think again. I don't know what to do. Ugh. I probably should have just used the phone. I thought I'd be smart, save the battery. I don't know what to do. Open notebook. Let's see. She has an older brother named Mikoto, disappeared 18 years ago. Her current work partner is Detective Kamihara. A man went missing around this time. The serial murderous girls. He knew the first victim. He disappeared, leaving behind a disturbing amount of blood in his apartment. We know nothing about him. He was the lead investigator on the serial murders 18 years ago. But the paper bags were not released to avoid alarming the public. He didn't know about the urban legend, the Smiling Man. He was in elementary school at the time of the 18 years ago murder. He never heard of the urban legend. He's Detective Kuze's partner. His shooting skills are the worst. Good to know. Good to have that recorded. Junko Kuze's older brother, he disappeared 18 years ago and hasn't been seen since. Makoto disappeared around the time of the serial murders of girls. No new victims have surfaced, but the connection is unclear. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do either, man. Let's look at the schedule again. There's only one bus per hour, and they stop running pretty early. Let's look at the shelter again. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. Please, game. Ugh. Is it really just going to make me, like, sit here for an amount of time? I don't know what to do. What have I not done? Maybe I'll wait until it's emergency. Maybe if I do it over and over again. Bro, just why would you give me a choice and then, come on. What do I do? Honestly, what do I do now? Can I look at myself? No. Can I look at something else now that I've done other things? No. Just schedule, bus shelter. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. What do I do? At this hour, it might be hard to find a taxi. Use phone. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. Think. Oof, I can't even use my cell phone. I guess I have to wait for the bus. Unless... I can't let this discourage me. There's got to be another way to call a taxi. I can do this, probably. There's got to be another way to call a taxi. There's got to be another way to call a taxi. Okay, let's call a cab. I'll just use my mysterious powers. Close my eyes and... What is this? Someone a taxi with my mind. I mean, it's worked before. That one time when I wish we'd have another sunny day. Is that the sound of a car approaching? I can feel it. I can feel it. Come on, universe. Send a cab into a PI in need. Come on. It's the bus. No, it's actually... Really? Huh? Okay, I'm going to get in here and he's going to explain, oh, Mr. Usuki sent me because he figured you need to be picked up. Did I really summon a taxi? Hop in. You're heading to the station, yeah? What? Come on, hop in. Okay. Are you sure about this? Don't you have someone else to pick up or something? Huh? No, I'm here to pick you up. Yeah, I figured. Someone sent him. Me? Really? You're here to pick me up specifically? Yeah, boss called and said I had a fare out waiting at this bus stop. Maybe Kamihara called him. You're saying you didn't call me? Guess someone else arranged it for you. Guess someone else arranged it for you, think. Could it have been Detective Kamihara? Thank you for calling the cab for me, Dice. It was really helpful. Oh, hey. Yes, what is it? Did you know that the cops found a body not too far from where I picked you up? Yeah, I, heard about that. What do you know? I heard a rumor that a kid was killed somewhere around here the other night. Word travels fast. Yeah, something crazy like that. You know, people are gonna talk. I guess the kid was in middle school? Poor guy. Yeah. Hell of a thing for a kid to get killed in a place like that, huh? I mean, maybe the killer figured they could count on the place to be deserted, you know? Let's talk. Okay. Makes me sick to think about it. So what were you doing there anyway? Are you some kind of police detective or something? Not exactly. I'm a... How can I put it? What do you mean, how can I put it? You... Come on, son. You look like you're in high school, aren't you? Hey, just say you're a PI. I drive past all the time for work, but I've never picked anyone up there. So I gotta ask, what were you up to? I just had some business to attend to. I see. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. Now the cab driver's gonna think I'm the murderer. He often drives by this area for work. Oh, is he the one who called in? No, he can't be the one who called in the body. Otherwise, he wouldn't have talked about it the way he did earlier. I don't know. You said you drive through this area often. Yeah, I do. It was actually out here the night before last, probably around 10 p.m. Oh? We haven't ruled out that someone driving by may have seen something. It's right next to the road. Oh, okay. So he's just going to be some info. Maybe the driver saw something. Did you see anything noteworthy when you drove through this area the other night? Anything noteworthy? Yes, anything at all could help. Let me think. Let's talk to the driver. Okay, I just wanted to see what happened. What would happen if I thinked? Let's see. Maybe there was something. Anticipation? Oh, right, I almost forgot. What? What is it? I saw a motorcycle parked there the other night. A motorcycle, huh? I'm positive that I saw a motorcycle parked over there the other night. Around 10 p.m., I'm sure of it. Oh? Yeah, it was a nice-looking bike. But, I'm guessing the rider was just, you know, making a pit stop. A pit stop? Why there? Bathroom break, kid. You never see a bike on the side of the road. The rider is probably... You ever see a bike on the side of the road? The rider's probably taking a piss. He's pretty confident about this interpretation. I see it all the time. Nothing else to say except I'm dang sure the driver stopped there to pee. So there was a motorcycle parked at the crime scene around 10 p.m. on the night of the murder. It's concerning, to say the least. And if the killer was riding a motorcycle, then they must have killed Eisuke there. I can't imagine transporting a body on a motorcycle. Of course, Eisuke's bicycle was at the scene of the crime, so that makes sense. So it stands to reason that he rode to the scene himself. I think it's most likely that Eisuke was killed at the pump station, but why was a motorcycle parked there? Because they saw Eisuke's body? It must be for some other reason. Because they saw Eisuke's body, it must be for some other reason. Because they saw Eisuke's body? I mean, if he was killed at 9, why would he stick around for over an hour? Because he saw Eisuke's body. Because they saw Eisuke's body. No, it can't be. It's pretty dark out there at night, so a motorcycle was just passing by. Alright, so I'm just a fucking idiot. It seems unlikely that they noticed Eisuke lying in the far back from the road. Plus, wasn't the person who called in the murder there in the early morning? Yeah, maybe the driver is right after all. Maybe the driver is right. Hey, so I gotta ask, why does it feel like I'm being interviewed by a detective? Heh, yeah. I mean, you're in high school, right? Well, I'm actually in sort of a detective club. We like to investigate anything strange that happens in town. Why didn't I just tell him I'm a PI? Oh well. Hey, that sounds kind of fun. Yeah, it's all fun and games. You didn't happen to see anything else the night before last, did you? Nah, I don't think so. I suppose it's not what you're looking for, but I do have a story if you want to hear it. Yeah, why not? Let's hear it. Well, you know how I told you that I got a call about a fare out at the bus stop? When they said there was a young man out there waiting for me, I got nervous. What? See, you'd be surprised how often we get calls from... Calls from who? I don't know, like phantom calls from another world. You show up and no one's there. It's creepy. Or somebody calls in and then they get a ride another way when they weren't expecting it and then don't call in to cancel. I feel like that happens a lot. I actually have done delivery and I've literally had that happen. Somebody orders food and they forget about it and you're like there knocking at the door or you're like trying to find a specific apartment and they're not responding and it's just like they forgot about the food. I had one time, short side story. I came up to a house. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, right? I like to do night shift. I come to the house, 3 a.m. in the morning. There's no instructions not to be necessarily quiet or, whatever. It's just like a normal house. I see a couple of lights on, so I assume they're just awake. I just ring the doorbell, and I'm waiting. I'm really waiting, like, longer than it would normally take someone to come to the door. And then this dude pops out, and it was a girl's name. So I was just like, hey, your girlfriend or someone or this? And he's like, no, why are you at my house at 3 a.m.? What the hell, Like, what the fuck? I'm just like, somebody ordered food. I'm so sorry, sir, and this is where it is. And then his daughter pops out, and he's just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I think he had to go wake her up because he had to go wake her up. And then she came out and was all apologizing to me and apologizing to her dad, and I was just like, don't order food and go to bed. But whatever. You were hanging out near where that boy was murdered, right? So yeah, if I'd gotten the call to pick you up at night, I might have just flaked being sick or something. I know it's kind of unprofessional. Heh. Anyway, thought you might want to know. Sorry if I wasted your time. Alright, let's get you where you're going. So, I wonder if the phantom calls are going to have anything to do with the case, like the killer made a phantom call to do something. I don't know. I'm moving on from this. Sure. Students. Yo, I'm going to Ushio's house. You want to come? He's got Basilisk Quest 4, doesn't he? Heck yeah, I'm in. Let's slay some basilisks. Minami Dyson Junior High School. Dyson Junior High School, not Dyson. Haha, middle school boys are so energetic. I'm here to talk to kids at oh, this is Yumi talking, by the way. I'm here to talk to kids at Minami Dyson Junior High, where Eisuke Sasaki was a student. Wait up! Is this me? No, this is somebody else. I'm coming too. Why are you leaving without me? What? Eh? So cute. Oh. Excuse me, miss, can I help you? What can Minami Dice Junior High do for you? Oh, hello. Are you sure? Your friends left without you. Yeah, I'm okay. I should help people in need, right? I mean, that's what my mom says, and all my teachers. Is that so? Well, thank you. Not that I'm in need, necessarily. Okay, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Are you sure you're okay with it? Yeah, ask me anything. I'll never say no to a nice woman. That's what my dad always says, anyway. Anyway, I'm only in my first year here, but I know a lot. Ask away. First year? Well, you seem like you've got it figured out. Haha, like I said, I'll never say no to a nice woman. Hold on, I have to think about how years work. So I would guess, hold on. So in Japan, you do 6 years of elementary, and then 3 years of middle and 3 years of high. In you're usually 11. Are you 11 when you get into middle school? So he's either 11 or 12. No, wait, it's a year later. So he's 12 or 13. Which would make Eisuke a 3rd year in middle school. Okay. Just had to work that out. About Eisuke. Do you know about what happened to Eisuke Sasaki? Yeah, they told us at yesterday's morning assembly. I was shocked. He's actually dead, isn't he? Well, I heard he's a 3rd year. Bam. Boom. Well, I know my school years. And that's all I know. Sorry. I mean, they could have said he was a 3rd year in the previous chapter, but I forgot, so I'm gonna chalk it up to my brilliant mind. That's all I know, sorry. It's okay. Thanks for talking to me. You're so cute, miss. Oh, come on. You're flattering me. No, you're super cute. His friends just went merrily on their way. Even though something terrible has happened, it pretty much feels like a normal day around here. I wonder what the mood of the school is overall. Just a slight damper, but I mean, he wouldn't have known, but the 3rd years are probably upset. I'm sorry if this is hard to talk about. No, it's not. It's just, ow. I bit my tongue. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. So, what did you want to ask? Have you noticed anything different or concerning at school since the incident with Eisuke Sasaki? Don't go out alone at night and stay away from the pump station. That's what the principal told us. I think everyone is leaving early today as well. Also, I have a few friends who commute to school on the bus that stops near the pump station. They said they were going to start riding their bikes instead. I can see why. Be careful when you leave today. Oh, I will. And then, let's see. It's my first year here, so I don't know much about the school. Sorry. This kid seems like he's suddenly deflated. Hey, so... What? What's wrong? So I know I said I know a lot, but I don't actually know anything about Eisuke, or the school really. My dad's always telling me not to lie, no matter who I'm talking to. I'm sorry, miss. Hey, you're being honest now. I appreciate it. Also, I did try to think of everything that I could about Eisuke, but the more I thought about it, the more scared I got. I started thinking about how even kids my age can die. I started worrying that I might suddenly die, you know? It's so scary. Oh dear, I'm really sorry that my questions brought up these kinds of feelings for you. I actually am a little sad too. No, it's not your fault. Dude, what's taking so long? Hurry up. Yeah, hurry up if you're coming to Ushio's. We're the only ones who know where he lives. Oh, right. First one there gets the first run in Basilisk Quest. Yeah. No bye. Who was that lady anyway? She was cute. Totally, almost as cute as Sayori. No way, Sayori's definitely cuter. Bro, you've got a crush on Sayori. Big time, he's got it bad. Just shut up, I'll fight you. Oh, junior high kids, I just can't relate. Maybe there are some other kids I can talk to. Oh, some girls are approaching. They don't look like first-year students. I should talk to them. Can we talk for a minute? My name is Ayumi, and I'm an assistant at the Utsugi Detective Agency. You're a detective? This must be about Eisuke. That's right. I'm working on his case. If you don't mind, I have a few questions. Talkative and quiet student. Okay. Whoa, like you're interrogating me or something? Sure, I'll tell you everything I know. Yeah, I hope this is okay. My friend and I were classmates with Eisuke. Oh, if they were in the same class, they might have some promising information. They announced that he died at the morning assembly yesterday. I couldn't believe my ears. Can I ask what kind of person Eisuke was? Yeah, he was always really positive, and he had lots of friends, both boys and girls. He got good grades, he was kind. I just can't believe what happened. I'm so sorry to ask questions about this. I'm sure it's painful to think about. Yeah, it's okay. I'm the class representative. I should be able to handle it. Everyone in the class is still talking about it a lot. We're all in shock. I guess the kids in the younger grades might not be as effective. I mean, it varies from kid to kid, right? Come on, don't be sad. I know it's hard right now. I was so shocked. I think it's just normal school, nothing special. Anyway, I could tell from the moment I saw you that you were special, miss. I mean, being a detective is so cool. Oh, you think so? You agree, don't you? Yeah, I guess. I need to hear from them. Okay. So Eisuke was a bright student and kind boy. Yeah, he was. Everyone liked him. Did you notice anything different or unusual about his behavior recently? Nothing in particular. He was acting normally, right? Yeah, he was. Business as usual. Can you think of anyone who was particularly close with Eisuke? I mean, he got along with everyone. He treated everyone like an equal. I wonder who it could be. Who could it be? Oh, come to think of it. What, do you remember something else? Yeah, I'm thinking of Megumi from the class next door. Oh, Eisuke's good friend, right? They go way back. Miss, I bet you know something. Talk to Megumi Morimoto. They both flashed. What did that mean? About Megumi. What's Megumi like? Well, we're both class representatives, but for different classes, so I don't know her well. But she seems nice. Wait, don't class representatives sometimes have to interact? Oh, whatever. Right? Yeah. She's not here. Are you kidding me? Then what? Okay, let me think. I think the girl on the left must be the more talkative of the two. I'd love to hear what the girl on the right has to say as well. How about you? Do you know anything you'd like to share? Me? We're here to help, Miss Detective. Come on, think. You should just go talk to Megumi herself. Phew, I'm sharp as a tack today. Is she not here? Where is Megumi anyway? I guess this is where the class representative comes in. What I mean is, I'll go get her, miss. Oh, hang on. She sure is energetic, huh? Yeah, sometimes a bit too energetic, I worry. But we have lots of fun together, so... Would it be alright if I ask you a few more questions? Okay. Eisuke was just like everyone says. Outgoing, friendly, he could light up any room on his own. When I think about the fact that he'll never sit in class with us again, it's just so sad. The teachers are definitely also in shock. I don't know her that well. I hope to hear something from her. Let me look at her. She looks a little nervous. Nope, that wasn't it. Quiet again. What else can I do here? Observations? Quiet. About Megami. Is it okay to say? Hold on 1 second. I got a kitty cat here. Alright. Chill out over there. Okay, she wants to say something. Is it okay to say? Let me look her in the eyes. Get down. She looks a little nervous. Okay, that wasn't it. Get down, cat. Stop. Stop. Is it okay to say? Yes? Think. It seems like she wants to say something. She wants to say something. About Megami. Is it okay to say? Oh my god. Just say it. Let me look at her again. Let me look at the school, I guess, real quick. Seems like a regular school building. I wonder if classes are regular too. Look at her. She looks a little nervous. Oh my god, I know she looks nervous. School nameplate. This is the... Suratake Municipal Minami Daisan Junior High School on the west side of Kofuga City. Okay. Surely. Think. Seems like she wants to say something. I need to focus on my investigation now. Okay. Surroundings. This is the school. About Eske. No? Okay, I guess we'll just go down the list here about the school. The teachers are definitely also in shock. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of dumb. I was probably under observations. Actually, I heard a rumor about one of Eske's friends. What kind of rumor? Well, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I just thought I'd keep it quiet. But if it helps you somehow... Yes, any info you have could be helpful. I'd love to hear it. Okay, so if it's about a boy who was... it's about a boy who was good friends with Eske. Oh, she's back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, and now she's not going to say it. Oh, and I've got bad news. Megami isn't here today. Sorry, miss. I see. Well, thanks for going out of your way to look for her. If anyone knows anything, it'd be her. What were you talking about while I was gone? Oh, just that rumor about Eske's friend. That rumor? Ah! Shh, not so loud. Yeah, that rumor seems super important. You never disappoint. Nice work. Huh? Alright, now I have to let the cat out because I'm not giving it attention. Alright. Hey, what are you doing? Stop. Never mind, I didn't want to go out yet. Alright, I'm gonna get back into this. Huh? It's probably not a big deal. Are you kidding? If I were a detective, I'd definitely want to hear the rumor. I have to ask, can you share the super important rumor with me? Heh, aren't you supposed to be the detective? So you should be able to figure it out without me even saying anything, right? Wait, are you talking about that? Wait, you're talking about that thing? What? How could you know? There's no way. So here's the scoop. Eske is friends with a boy named Kenji. But they both kind of had a crush on Megami. At least that was the rumor. Oh? I think you mean Kohei, not Kenji. Stop it! Kohei? Wait, do I have it wrong? Yeah. I always get Kenji and Kohei confused. Anyway, those two do look alike. But I can confirm that his name is Kohei Takiguchi. I see, thank you very much. Oh no, it's almost time for cram school. Oh, you're right. Good luck with the investigation, Miss Detective. Solve it for Eisuke. Thank you, I'll do my best. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me. Glad we could help. Good luck. Hey kids, be extra careful on the way home, okay? Don't go anywhere near the pump station, on the principal's orders. Even though someone will have to go near it at some point, we do need the pump station, I suppose. Yeah, Basachi. See you later, Basachi. Basachi? Glad you kids are well. Anyhow, nothing to be afraid of if we play it safe, right? Of course, Mr. Fukuyama. See you. How wonderful, Basachi. How wonderful you used my real name. See you all tomorrow. Fukuyama. And his voice is so familiar. Tachibana? By any chance, are you the Fukuyama I know from Naginata Club? That's me. Oh, I can't believe you remember me from junior high. How fun. Wait, junior? I guess he could be a couple years older. I knew it was you, Tachibana. You are Tachibana, right? Ayumi Tachibana? I'd never have imagined. It's been way too long, right? Good old Tachibana. Well, he sure hasn't changed. Still gets way too close when he's talking to you. So what are you doing here anyway? Well, I'm actually an assistant detective. Is that right? Tachibana the crime solver. That's great. Do they let you carry a naginata or... Sorry, I have to know what a naginata is. Sounds like it might be a weapon, like a sword. Yeah, it's a sword. Okay. It's like a cool looking sword. Jeez. Wait, what are you doing here? You're a student teacher here or a teacher? I'm actually a teacher now. I've just been assigned to this school. Ah, I see. You must be here to investigate Eisuke Sasaki's murder, right? Let me help you. I'm so sorry to hear about Eisuke. It's just such a tragedy. A junior high kid losing his life so young, it's beyond sad. I'd like to tell the killer that I hate him, straight to his face, and I want Eisuke back. I think everyone here at Minami Daisen Junior High School feels about the same. Hopefully the kids you were just talking to help with the investigation some? They did. They gave me lots of info. They're so brave to be dealing with the trauma and still be able to help a detective. They were doing alright though. One thing they emphasized was how popular Eisuke was with everyone. I also heard about some of his good friends. I see. Like Megumi Morimoto. Oh? And also Kohei Takiguchi. I see. Can I ask you a few questions about them? Yes, of course. Ask me anything. Great, thanks Fukuyama. Sorry, Tachibana. I know I said you could ask me anything, but I don't really know anything about the case. So I'm afraid I might not be much help. Besides, I wasn't Eisuke's homeroom teacher, so I didn't actually know him very well. Even though Eisuke wasn't in my class, he was one of our precious, irreplaceable students. So please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you solve the case. The kids do a lot of learning here, that's for sure. By the time they leave, they hopefully understand what it takes to be an upstanding citizen in the world. Of course, the other thing about school, we teachers learn a lot from our students. My students are always reminding me about what's important in life. Everyone grows at school, you see. That's how I spend my days, Tachibana. Do you know a student named Megumi Morimoto? Megumi Morimoto, is that what you said? Yes, some of the kids said she was good friends with Eisuke. Oh, I didn't know that. So yes, Megumi is a student in my class, and she's our class representative. Did he struggle with her name there? Come to think of it, she's absent today. I'm sure this has all been traumatizing for her. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. I can't imagine. This whole thing with Eisuke must have traumatized her. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. Okay, he's done talking about her. About Kohei. Do you know a student named Kohei? Kohei? Oh, Kohei Takiguchi? Yes, he's in my class. I heard that he was also good friends with Eisuke. Oh, I didn't realize that. Kohei is a very quiet, serious student. He must be heartbroken. I'm sure he could use some emotional support right now. This whole incident has made me realize that I'm helpless to protect these kids, even as a teacher. So Tachibana, yes? I'm just a helpless teacher who can't even protect my students. But if I had the opportunity to save one of them from something tragic, like what happened to Eisuke, I'd gladly give my own life. His heart's in the right place. I think being a teacher is a good fit for him. I didn't realize that he was good friends with Eisuke. Okay, he's done about that. About Eisuke, maybe? I'm afraid I don't know much about the case. So Fukuyama became a teacher. It makes sense. He seems dedicated and enthusiastic about it. But still, I can't help but wonder about his reaction when I brought up Megumi Morimoto. Yeah, Megumi Morimoto is... Oh no. I'm sorry, Tachibana. We have a staff meeting right now and I'm running late. I should go. Alright, I was like, what is that tone? It's okay. Thanks for all your help, Fukuyama. It's the least I could do. I wish I could help more. Well, the information you provided has been quite helpful. But this investigation is only getting started. And I'm going to be seeing it through. So I'm hoping you'll continue to cooperate with the investigation and help us solve this case quickly. Can I count on your continued support? Yes, of course, Tachibana. I'm happy to help. That's great. Thank you. See you later, Tachibana. Okay. And then think. After talking to some of the kids, I wonder if that's what I was like as a junior high student. Seems like Fukuyama is struggling to cope with what happened, but I'm sure he'll be okay. I should probably head back to the office soon. I wonder if Dandy is there yet. Alright, so... Oh, shit. What the fuck? Hey, Tachibana. I should get your contact info. If I hear anything from the students, I can share it with you. Okay, he's into Ayumi. What happened to that staff meeting? I'll let you know the moment I have any news. Or would that be a bother? No, not at all. Here's my cell phone number. Thank you, Tachibana. And here's my number, just in case. I'll never forgive the person who did this. I vow to help in any way I can. Yes, I hear you. Then I'll see you again soon. I'll keep my promise, Tachibana. Yes, of course. I'm counting on you. And be careful on your way home. Haha. And now we compare notes. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Dandy. I just got back too. Good to see you both. How did it go? What information were you able to uncover? Well, I found out that the police withheld the info about the paper bags 18 years ago to avoid provoking the public. So they were worried about a copycat killer. I can see how that would have muddled the investigation. I also learned about a missing person who knew the first victim. They found a lot of blood in his apartment. Interesting. Seems a likely suspect, but also possible they were involved in some unrelated trouble. And last but not least, when I was investigating the crime scene, I spoke with a witness, the cab driver who brought me here, who saw a motorcycle parked near the scene of the crime. A motorcycle, eh? Were you aware that a young boy also went missing around the time of the killings 18 years ago? Yes, it was Makoto Kuze, Detective Kuze's brother. Okay, I'm glad you already knew about that wrinkle. I was actually working with the police at that time as well. How was my boss? Oh yeah, he's like, wait, how old is he again? Whatever. Inspector Kamada was overwhelmed with the serial murder, so he asked me to help with the missing person case. Of course, there was some speculation that the two were related. I see. The story goes that he went looking for his sister, Junko, who hadn't come home. He was never seen again. What? Wait, so what happened to Junko? I mean, Detective Kuze? She came back alone, but she looked pretty shaken up to me. Shaken up, you say? I was curious and went back to visit Junko again another day, but that time, well, she didn't say a word. After that, she refused to even see me when I visited. Believe it or not, yesterday was the first time I've seen her since then. Ah. I'm afraid that's all there is to that story. Now let's hear what Ayumi found. Ayumi, please go ahead. Sure. Well, I went to investigate Minami Daisen Junior High School, SK School. I asked around, and it sounds like SK was bright, popular, and got good grades. Of course, the students were shocked by his death. They said nothing unusual had been going on. Also, speaking of SK, he seems to have been especially close with students Megumi Morimoto and Kohei Takaguchi. I spoke to Fukuyama, both students' homeroom teacher, as well. Fukuyama was actually my senpai back when I was in Naginata Club in junior high. Ah. Oh, really? SK's in a different class, but Fukuyama still promised to help the investigation. That's great, Ayumi. Thanks, yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Well, I'd like to hear you both review the evidence you've gathered today. Your insights will be of great value to the overall investigation. Excuse me. I'm actually going to look at my notebook really quick. Let's see about all this new info. His body was on a pump station. Asphyxiation to strangulation. Rope-like object. Time of death was 9. Why are these all underlined? I already read all this. Paper bag with a smile. Similar to the old murders. His bike was there. Paper bag was old. He was talking to someone on the phone before he left his house. 1 hour after his death, there was a motorcycle at the crime scene. Longtime friend of Megumi. Good friends with a male named Kohei Takaguchi. She has an older brother named Makoto who disappeared 18 years ago. According to Mr. Utsuki, when Makoto disappeared, Junko returned home in a terrified state. So she knows more than she's letting on. Seems he was good terms with SK, but there are rumors that the two of them fought over Megumi. Kohei is a classmate of Megumi's with the same homeroom teacher, Tsubasa Fukuyama. It's my boss. He's assisted in the police. He's 40. Okay, I figured he had to be at least 40. Makoto Kuze, he was involved with Makoto Kuze's disappearance. I mean, not involved. He investigated it. Makoto Kuze, her older brother, disappeared 18 years ago, around the time of the murders. Megumi, friends with SK since childhood, has been absent from school since the day SK's body was discovered. Huh. I must have glossed over that without realizing one of them said it. She's classmates with Kohei, and their teacher is Fukuyama. Senpai back when the two nickname. Besides with some students, he's a teacher of Minami at the high school, or the junior high school. He wasn't SK's teacher. He's Megumi and Kohei's teacher. He becomes fidgety and acts suspicious when Megumi's name is brought up. Why was this highlighted? There's nothing new here. Oh, because she was in the Naginata Club? Then why isn't that underlined? Others. Oh, well, this isn't a lot. He doesn't know anything. She told me the gossip. The cab driver was the witness to the motorcycle, and she followed up more about the gossip. Okay, let's finally do the review. Why don't I start with the serial killings 18 years ago? I uncovered some info about Detective Kuze's brother, Makoto Kuze. He was another victim. He was the one who killed. We can't yet be sure if he had anything to do with the killings. Another victim of the same killer mothers with 3 girls. He was the one. We can't yet be sure if he had anything to do with the killings. Sounds right to me. Yes, but unfortunately that's not saying much, and we know even less. It is true that the murder stopped after Makoto disappeared. I am curious about that. Next, here's what we know about the ties between SK's case and the killings from 18 years ago. Killed 18 years ago had become active again. He's our culprit. The killer in this case is a copycat. We can't be sure if there's any connection. Wow, I love answering that I have no idea. That's right, without evidence we can't point to any kind of connection just yet. However, there is one thing we can deduce. Oh, I see. You're suggesting that the killer was likely imitating... blank? Emio. It's testing me. Yeah, that's right. I think we should consider it a valid hypothesis. Well, all in all, I'm impressed with your reasoning. Way to play it cool there, but don't count me out just yet. I could still solve the case. As we proceed with the investigation, I'd like you to take a look at the Kuze siblings, Dandy. I have a feeling that Makoto Kuze's disappearance is relevant somehow. I do too. Understood. As for you, Ayumi, can you see if you can get more info from the folks at Minami Daisen Junior High? Back to the school. I'm on it. But what about you, Mr. Utsuki? I'm going to dig into the Emio legend a bit more. There's something about the smiling man I want to confirm. I may be occupied for quite a while. Mr. Utsugi marches to the beat of his own drum. So your old senpai is a teacher at the school, huh? It's great that you have that connection there. Yeah, that's right. Fukuyama even came to watch our club after graduation. Sounds like a good mentor. Totally, but boys aren't allowed to be part of the Naginata Club at his high school. Oh, your senpai is a man? Well, yeah. Oh, also, we exchanged numbers so he can let me know if he learns anything useful. Oh, great. I guess my character is crushing on Ayumi. Yeah. Either that or he's just worried in general. Is there something wrong? You suddenly got weird about this. No, it's nothing. Okay, if you say so. I wonder what that was about. This is as far as you can currently play in the demo version of the game. Thank you for playing. A future update will allow you to progress a bit further in the story within the demo. Isn't this game out in like a few days? Emio Smiling Man release date. Or am I wrong and it's out later? August 29th, and it is August 23rd. It's out in 6 days, less than a week. So and this was 3 days, so there's probably like one more chapter drop. And then I wonder how many chapters the main game will have. If it's letting us play at least 3 chapters, there's probably going to be like 10 to 15 total. And they're all probably going to be a bit longer since these are the opening chapters. So I'm just going to ramble on a little bit about my thoughts about this chapter before ending the stream. I see somebody joined. Sorry, the stream's going to be over in a little bit, but if you want to hear my thoughts on the chapter, it's very interesting. We have a lot more info to work with here, especially the 2 missing people. One person missing after the first murder, blood in his apartment, could have been a victim, and then we have Makoto, the boy who disappeared, causing the end of the murders. So it seems like it's wanting us to think that maybe he was super involved, even though he was 14 at the time. It's hard to imagine he was the smiling man, but I mean, it's possible. Otherwise, the man who went missing, we have literally no info on, just that he disappeared during the first one, and he had blood all over his apartment. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's just a huge red herring. And I feel like probably what's going to be the case is the brother of the detective who went missing at the end of the old murders 18 years ago knew or was involved, but probably wasn't the killer. Like maybe he knew all 3 of the girls who died, right? And then we also learned that Kuze, the younger sister of the brother who disappeared, had some traumatic experience at that time. So that's interesting. Although I imagine the traumatic experience is going to be another red herring. It's just going to be, I couldn't find my brother and I was so upset. So I'm leaning mostly towards that the brother might still be alive and is actively trying to stop Smiling Man on his own in secret. Or the brother was the 4th victim and his body has just not been found. So those are my thoughts. I liked this chapter. It went pretty well. I'm enjoying this game. I'm probably going to get it when it comes out, and then I'm going to play through it. So that's really cool. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you wind up watching it to the end here, please like and subscribe. I hate saying that. I hate it. Don't like and subscribe. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Anyway, well, do things you have to do even if you don't want to do them. I'm gonna stop talking. Have a good night.